Locals tend to gravitate mostly towards these two areas when going out. I don't believe it. If you are Irish, take this as your sign. And it's 16 degrees today in Florence, and yeah, perfect for gelato. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to take you with me to a very interesting part of Florence, the other side of Florence, that tourists do not explore just as much as they do in the city center, and it's a lovely area. It's one of my favorite areas of the city, one of my favorite districts, and locals also tend to love it very, very much. It's full of amazing places, historical places, great history. There are so many stories to tell about this part, but also incredible places. And I'm gonna show you everything and tell you everything about it. And without further ado, guys, I'm inviting you with me to the Oltrarno area, which is the area of Florence over the River Arno, as you can guess from its name. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe first, and let's get started. Oltrarno is actually a really big area, and today I want to focus mainly on the San Frediano and Santo Spirito neighborhoods, because I've been exploring these two neighborhoods a lot ever since I moved to Florence. It feels like locals tend to gravitate mostly towards these two areas when going out, which is quite fun because, you know, coming from Bologna, where people like locals and tourists used to go out in the same areas and often in the same places, here in Florence, I feel like, well, most tourists stand in the city center, most locals go to this side of the river to go out in the evening, and it's lovely. Every evening it transforms, especially around the weekend, it just transforms a lot with all these places offering aperitivo and drinks, and it's beautiful. And yeah, I've been going out quite a lot here, and I want to show you around these two areas because yeah, I think it's such an underrated side of Florence that you might have not yet explored, even if you've been to the city before. A very typical Italian thing, guys. You just randomly walk around any city and bump into historically significant places like this one, which is a gorgeous ceramics courtyard shop, but also a place where Niccolò Machiavelli was born. And you wouldn't know that until you went in, because there is this sign telling so. I love it so much, guys. If you also like finding these hidden gems around Italy, make sure to like this video. Santo Spirito is definitely more famous among tourists, partly because of the Pitti Palace presence, which is a very iconic place. Personally, it's my favorite museum in Florence. It's so good, it has an amazing art gallery, and actually there are 5 museums inside one palace. I'm not going there today, but I am planning a video where I will take you inside for a little look. However, I definitely recommend you to check it out if you're visiting Florence, guys. It's a more of an underrated gem because most people go straight to the Uffizi Gallery, and that's another masterpiece. Of course, it's an incredible museum, but Palazzo Pitti is a little bit underrated place, and I highly recommend you to visit it. By the way, if you want even more places to visit in Florence and even more recommendations, both among the museums and things to do and places to eat and drink, I remind you that I have a comprehensive Florence travel guide. I will leave you a link in the description box so you can check it out. And guys, this guide, I created it after exploring Florence for a couple of months, and I've been working on it for a very long time. And the best part is that I am adding places there all of the time. Currently it has more than 160 things to do and places to go. because, as I told you, the more I explore Florence, the more places I add there, and I love this feature that I can add places constantly. So when you purchase the guide, you will see it updated all of the time. It has a digital map that is very easy to use, and you can even use it offline. There are 4 different itineraries for you to follow and an option to create your own itinerary with all the places I recommend there, and it has also some useful tips. So check it out if you want all of my best recommendations for Florence that are also constantly being updated. There is no spring walk around Italy, any Italian city, without some gelato. And I actually bumped into this gelateria randomly. I was just walking by. I didn't know it before, but I love it. First of all, it's really cute. And then they also have very high quality gelato. Actually, guys, if you don't know, the best gelato is the one that is located in this kind of like metal boxes, metal containers, because this one is the most artisanal, handmade, and it's so good. I got chocolate and lemon and sage, which is exquisite, so good. And yeah, you know, today is the 4th of March and it's 16 degrees today in Florence, and in a couple of days I saw that it's gonna be 19 degrees, which is amazing. I mean, guys, I love the climate and weather here. And yeah, it's early March and it's very springy weather, and yeah, perfect for gelato. This is so cool how when walking around the same city in Italy, you discover new places all of the time. And I'm not talking only about the places you've never seen before, but also about the new places opening all the time, you know, like the small business seems to be thriving even despite the high taxes. It might be hard to imagine it now, but in the evening this piazza turns into such a bustling place with people all around, because all around the piazza you can find these little cafes offering drinks and aperitivos, and it's a very famous spot among locals, but also I think it's getting more popular among tourists too. And I love the atmosphere here in the evening. Also, on every second Sunday of the month there is this beautiful antique market that is held here in the piazza in the morning, although I'm not sure about the timing, because last Sunday, which was the first Sunday of the month, I was here and there was a market and it looked like a mix between an antique market and something else. So I'm not sure, guys, about the exact timing, but I've heard that it's supposed to be the second Sunday. By the way, I've just been thinking, would you guys like me to film, you know, a Sunday vlog or something like that for you? Like, you know, maybe a relaxed Sunday stroll around the city with this area, with the markets and all. Let me know in the comments, because I'd love to make something like this. Guys, do you remember my old video where I showed you the best viewpoints in Florence? And one of them was actually right here in the Loggia rooftop bar with a gorgeous views of the city. And if you haven't seen that video, I will leave you a link up here. Go check it out. And also, I wanted to remind you to follow me on Instagram, because I share so many more places and just, you know, lifestyle there and my daily life. Cool spots, cool coffee shops and everything, and just what I'm up to in real time. So yeah, follow me there and let's keep in touch. Guys, a very quick reminder for you: if you love my content and want me to make more videos and want to support my channel, you can do so by clicking the thanks button down below near the like button, or by buying me a coffee through the link in the description box. Thank you everyone who's already supporting us. Your help is crucial to let us make more travel vlogs, more videos from Florence and more content for you, and we are really grateful for your help and your support. Now we are moving to the San Frediano neighborhood of the whole Oltrarno area, and I feel like it's less popular with tourists, you know, but on the other hand, it is very much loved by the expats, and many expats choose to live there. So, you know, if you're a prospective expat, it might be something to keep in mind. You would never guess, guys, but this area, the San Frediano area, the neighborhood, has very strong ties to Ireland. And no, I'm not talking about an Irish expat community living here, unless there is something I don't know about, but about the whole name of this neighborhood. San Frediano was a saint, as you can guess, and he was actually Irish. He was the son of King of Ulster, who became a priest and went on pilgrimage to Rome. However, on his way back, he decided to settle down in Tuscany. I kind of understand him, you know, with all the sun and the climate and everything. He eventually became the Bishop of Lucca. But to commemorate this Irish saint, here in Florence, you can find the church in his name, the street named in his honor, and the entire neighborhood on this side of River Arno. So guys, if you are Irish and watching this video and thinking about moving to Florence, take this as your sign, and also leave me a little shamrock in the comments. I personally love going out in this area, and I think that it has some of the best restaurants in Florence. And of course, guys, I have them all listed in my guide, so just another reminder for you to check it out. And besides the restaurant, one of the most famous street food stands selling the famous panino with lampredotto is also located here in San Frediano, and you can find more information about it in my older video. I will leave you a link up here. Remember a couple of months ago when we went on this street food tour around the city? But today I want to take you with me to my favorite, maybe like one of my favorites in the city, but my favorite in this area, coffee shop slash bakery for some pastries and coffee. So let's go. Guys, can you see this wine? It's like the most famous photo booth in Florence, one of the several actually. I don't know if you know it, but I feel like it's such a touristy thing, you know, to get your photos here in the photo booth. It's like one of the, you know, low-key touristy attractions in Florence that is not about going to the museum, but I think it's so cute and so fun, and also a lovely souvenir to bring back. I love this place for so many reasons actually, because it's super aesthetic, you know, this rustic Tuscan style, I love it, but also because the nicest people work there. You know, every time you go there, they welcome you as if you were their friend, and it's amazing. And also because they have the best pastries and great coffee. Actually, I love their idea of coffee because you pay for your coffee once and then you can refill it several times. And the thing that I had today was unexpected for me because they have this schiacciata alla fiorentina, which is the typical pastry of the carnival. And since we are still in the carnival season, they had it and it was so good. It is filled with the chantilly cream. And why, you know, I love the chantilly cream in Italy. Even though it's a French creation, I feel like nobody does it like Italians. I have tried it in France several times, and every time it was, you know, more like whipped cream. I didn't really like it. It was watery and all. Here in Italy, almost every time I try chantilly cream, it's divine. Ever since I moved to Florence, one of my new hobbies became going to different artisanal shops, small local art galleries and all these kind of things, and exploring local businesses, small local businesses. I adore it, absolutely. The best part of it all is not only that I get to explore all these places, but also the fact that I get to chat to their owners and to people working there, and they're always so nice. A fun fact, guys, the local people, the Florentines that I've met so far, they tend to always tell me that, oh, but Florentines are not really open and welcoming and all. I don't believe it, because everyone I meet here is super nice and super open and super welcoming. So anyway, as I told you, I love this thing about Florence, and I also love the bohemian vibe of this city. I feel like it is actually quite bohemian, with very creative, very artistic vibe. And yeah, do you remember, by the way, one of my early vlogs from Florence when I just moved here and we went to this amazing fashion show by the local artisanal shop? If you haven't seen that video, I'll leave you a link up here, because it's one of my favorite that we've ever created here. And yeah, I want to show you a few more places here in the Oltrarno area, because it's so full of these hidden gems, little shops, bookshops, vintage shops, art galleries, everything. Guys, you can just spend a whole day walking around and checking them out, because they're so good. Let's go with me. And that's it, guys. I hope that you enjoy this day, enjoy this vlog, walk with me, because I really enjoyed showing you around my favorite area of the city, and I hope that you feel inspired to check it out the next time you are visiting Florence. Having said that, don't forget to subscribe once again, like and comment this video, and thank you so much for being here. Please have a wonderful day and happy travels.